Hello everybody, my name is Shooter101 and welcome to Farming Simulator 19 No Man's Land. Yeah, I've been trying for about an hour to get this up and running and working properly. And let me tell you, it's been an hour. So I finally figured out how to get it working the way I wanted it to, which is the original way and the intended way that it's supposed to be played. So we got it rocking and rolling. The only thing I am going to change is, why are these the default settings? I'll do that to real-time, automatic engine start off. We'll do that properly. We've already lost as well. I don't know why this wasn't on, though. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, we probably won't have money for helpers anytime soon. So, taking a look at things, we have a balance of $100,000. We can take out a loan, borrow, whatever. But we don't have money for that. Well, we do have money, but we don't have enough money. So, welcome to the game, No Man's Land. Now, I've watched a very few limited videos on this version of the game. So I plan on doing like a semi kind of role-playing thing. We're just going to actually pull into the shop here because of that for chainsaws. I want chainsaws. Now, this is FS 19, so if you guys notice anything like that, yeah, it's not FS, it's not FS 2020, is it on? This is FS. So, we are going to go ahead and buy me a chainsaw. Doesn't matter which one, they're all $1,000. Okay, and we have a couple of mods on as well, and by a couple I mean a lot of mods on. Mostly, like, different kinds of tractors, we have some trailers and things, and, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting time. But we're gonna go ahead and play the game. So, I was doing it wrong. I did record, but I knew there were supposed to be buildings, and I knew you were supposed to start with a truck, all that kind of stuff. So I knew something was a little bit off when I started playing this. And then someone told me you need to play from, like, I'm a newbie. So it gives you all the equipment and buildings and things, which I totally blanked on. So yeah, we got that activated. We actually do have a plot of land, which we're headed to right now, which has a house and a storage barn, essentially. We're going to be heading to plot 26 right now, in this 120 kilometer per hour vehicle. So, a couple of things. We can take... Actually, there's more than a couple of things. So, this is our farm. This is the plot we own. So, for the most part, we're very poor, as you guys saw. We have a tool shed. By a tool shed, I mean we have... this is a workshop, I believe, for our vehicles. So, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there. We have a bunch of, like, really old, broken-ish equipment. So, we have a harvester over here, which will be needed. We have two trailers, one which would be... I feel like this is probably something I'm going to use for logging if we ever get too major into that. We have a plow here, obviously. We have a cultivator. We do have a seeder. Okay, fantastic. So we have all of those things. We don't have a fertilizer, on the other hand. But we do have this nice little hut. This place. So we got a couch. We got some kitchen. And by nice, I mean it'll do. Attic up there. We got a really crappy bed. So there's a couple of things in this mod that I didn't realize. So, like, for instance, if we look at the shop, we can get a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. So, the person who made this has a bunch of wonderful mods in this, which, actually will give you money per day when you buy them. So, obviously, like, you can get money. So, you can get money for owning bees, right? So, you can get income per hour, stuff like that. So, you can get money per day or per hour, depending on the thing. So we can buy a bunch of that to kind of support the farm a little bit. But that's all stuff that'll come later, probably. Yeah, so we can get a bunch of stuff that'll kind of give us money. This will give us money. So a lot of these things will give us money per hour. So we can go down a lot of routes. But first, I think we want to earn just a little bit, and because it is Farming Simulator, we will also do some farming. First things first, though, I had. Gonna make some wood chips. And what that'll do for us is make us just a small bit of income. Now, how much income, I actually have no clue, so let's put that in. Wow, that's actually not bad. Yeah, so we can earn a small bit of income from logging. Basically, we're about to pay for our chainsaw and maybe a little bit more. Which would be nice, because this chainsaw costed a little bit of money. $1,000 for a chainsaw, that's actually pretty realistic. Also, I'm really hoping audio works well. I'm hoping I'm not too loud. I didn't sound too loud. I put everything on max settings and then kind of fixed it from there. Because that's kind of the way it was. So I'm hoping it's not too loud for you guys. If it is, let me know in the comment section down below. I will fix it for next episode. And I'm hoping it'll be all good by then. I'm just gonna do some... gonna toss a log, because apparently I'm Captain America now. Hold on. I'm being so finicky. Right there. And then I doubt... I was about to say, I doubt I can carry this bad boy. It's not even doing me. It's not even letting me cut this thing. So yeah, we have a fair amount of money, actually, which is nice, because can't go too wrong with that. We fix up some of the tractors. Of course, we need seeders. A great thing about some of the mods I actually have installed, by the way, a lot of vehicles. But one of the great things about the mods, one of the mods I have installed right now, is we could go to, I believe it's this. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here as well. No, it's not this one. Is it also this one? Hold on. I have a couple of mods. Give me a second. I have a power washer, which is nice. Yeah, so we can buy a seed tank, we can buy a fertilizer tank, stuff like that. So I think right now I'll actually work towards the seed tank. We can place that down, and then we can obviously do our seeder, because what we do have is, of course, this very tiny, granted, I get it, but we have this very tiny plot of land, which currently has potatoes. We actually have the equipment for a lot of things that we need and stuff, so that'll be probably not a bad idea for starting, anyway. First things first, though, we're gonna chop some wood, and then we can get to the better stuff. Because with that, we have damaged equipment. So, we can go ahead and do that stuff as well. Hopefully maybe animals, because those will help us make a bit of change as well. Got a lot of wood getting sold, which is nice. I gotta tell you, for the first time being in no man's land, it's actually surprisingly really peaceful and beautiful out here. With the exception of my chainsaw, which is making so much noise. But yeah, we're on plot 26 with a nice little farmhouse, which this will get us started on our adventure. Got done $1,000. Yeah, that'll work. Logs will correct logs and such. Doing not a bad job right now. I'm gonna knock that aside and put that in. Something you typically don't want to do is stand on a grinder, but we are safe and we're experts, so we know what we're doing. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think we're gonna get 1,000 or 7,000 out of this, but it might be nice to just have something close by for seeds. Of course, we'll see. I'm not even sure if it's cheaper or not yet. We'll have to see. Ah! Yeah, I think it's a nice, peaceful place. We can go on a peaceful walk, you know. Do peaceful things. I think we are well off already on this farm, which is not really a farm yet. We do have land, but we don't have crops. So I don't think we can classify that. It's right now. It's a forestry place. We're doing forestry work, putting in the logs. We're doing some work here, and of course, it is making us some profit. We have $3,000, which doesn't seem like a lot, and it isn't because we need tractors and harvest. Well, we have a harvester, but we need more stuff, and we don't have that stuff yet. But we'll get that stuff. It'll be good. I feel like it'll be good. Let's see what happens, I guess, in the future. Always remember to wear safety goggles when chainsawing, especially when it's producing that much sawdust. I wonder how dry this fucking log is. Okay, well, there we go. And I guess thickness also has a thing to it, so alright, let's put this inside the chipper. It's very important to note the amount of work that needs to be put into this farm in order to make it work, because obviously right now we are not very set for work. I'm gonna have to clog that with probably actual hands rather than logs. But we'll see about that. Have to nudge it around a little. That's okay. We'll probably figure out a better way of doing all this in the future. Got $1,400. We are making some cash. Not gonna lie. What is that? Hold on. We have made a total of $4,000. We have made $5,000 from just a couple of logs so far. So that's nice. And it's costing no fuel, no money to do this. It costed $1,000 to buy the chainsaw. Nice and light. It is a really loud machine, I will give it that. The chipper is really loud. So is the chainsaw. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if we ever go, out and around different places, we'll be fine. Doing lots of things, and I'm sure of it. So I think that's going to be something we're definitely going to have to take a look into as well, is the amount of cost for, let's say, I don't know, my cedar to get fixed. Or maybe my tractor or my truck, because obviously none of them are in tip-top condition, tip-top shape, because they are very old, very used-up stuff. So I think there's going to be a lot of challenges that this farm brings, for sure. But I think with the right amount of budgeting and the smartest resources, I think we'll be okay. Bright side is if I want to do any cosmetics to the house, or just like around here, if I want to open up that area a little bit, we'll make money off of it, because we'll be cutting down trees. So cosmetic work will be nice and cheap, in a sense. So first things first, we're going to take a look at our chart, our our growing chart. I want to take a nice good look at that. We could also do some mowing. Grass. Maybe make a good profit off of that. Who knows? Other than that, I think we are set for life. Well, maybe not life, but we're pretty set. Okay, we have money. We have wood coming into play. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Lots of money. Lots of money. I mean, we made back all the money we used on getting a chainsaw. We made back any money that would be spent on fuel, most likely anyway. Hoping fuel wouldn't be too expensive for the truck. And we are actually on a pretty good start, so. Alright, we're done here. So. I mean, we are fairly low on fuel, but that's what we have. So, next thing that needs to happen here. First off, we're going to turn the truck this way. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a good spot for our truck right there. So we got a lot of equipment in here, and I'm noticing, for the most part, that it's not really trailers I'm happy about. Except for the trailers, but we'll live with it, I guess. So, first and foremost purchase, we are definitely going to go ahead and buy the silo that I was talking about, because it is only $7,000, which we have made. So, not too sure which way it faces. In fact, I don't think it faces anyway, so we're just going to put that down. Alright. First things first. So we definitely got that down. We are going to check our equipment quick. So we got the seeder, which is nice and big for what we've got going on here at this farm so far. We got a plow, which is perfect. We have a cultivator. We also have a harvester, and I'm looking at the header, so we can do wheat, we can do soy, we can do just about anything. So I think the primary objective here is going to be looking at specifically, not necessarily what we got going on, but what needs plowing. We got wheat. So plowing, cultivate, that's going to be fine. So first things first, we need to move some things. Such as the cultivator. I need to plow out first. And that shouldn't be terribly difficult. I think the easiest way to do this field would be to go vertically. What I mean by vertically is, I mean up and down the field as such. Put this over here. So, plowing. Most time-consuming job on the farm. In fact, I'm not looking forward to it at all. So this should be a little rough getting this done. So, turn on the plow. It'll do its thing. Wait for it to be ready. Alright, fantastic. So, It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be real rough. Because I believe... this doesn't quite cover the length of the track. But that's okay. We can always come around and do that a bit later. But lining up should be fairly easy. Maybe more than a 3-point turn. We're just going to be lining up. Right here. Should be fairly parallel, I think, to what we were doing. My printer is printing. I'm assuming new recipes. Yeah. We're doing farming. Doing a fair amount of farming as well. This is the most tedious part of farming, I think, is the plowing. This is where we're going to have most of our issues within. Because of just the way that it is. So I think what I'm going to do is instead of that little gap being there, I'm going to actually drive with the center of my wheelbase right about there. And I think that should be good. I think that'll cover up any kind of mischief. Yes. Plowing. Plowing very well. So now, we are not going to be making money. Mostly because we don't have anything to make money off of right now. We are plowing the field as required. And we have to cultivate, which will be a pain for sure. But it's a necessary one. And then we will need to do... oh, so much. The best part about this is I will catch any bits that I missed, and that should be okay. And so far, I have absolutely no complaints about this tractor. I mean, I don't know why I would have complaints, but I have some good ones. I have every sound cut out of my microphone except for a printer. I don't like the fact that I missed that one stretch. It's a good line. I think. No, I'm wrong. It's not a good line. There's some things. Cultivating will be so much easier. Better solution would have been to buy the better plow rather than keep this one. But, you know, free equipment, can't really complain. Not exactly a straight line, but definitely is a line. And we're de-weeding as we're going along. And I've screwed up my line again. Turn that down by around, it'll be fine. Plus side, we started with a Fent Factor, which is tractor, which is one of the best tractors for small tractors. Lots and lots of driving going on. Although, we're getting close to the end. We just need to go back and replow, because I missed a couple of spots. Not bad. Money will be right here. All of it, yes. Okay, never mind, we'll get most of it. I think my old strategy might have been better. That's okay. I'll be in that stretch. Line up units for plowing here. What would have been ideal is we had a plow that goes on both sides of the tractor rather than just one side of the tractor. But we have what we have, and I have to deal with what we have. And I think this tractor is too light for the plow, because it felt like for a second there, we're having some issues. So I'm just going to go back and re-plow all of this that I missed, because we do need all of the space to be plowed, and then cultivated, and then we need to grow some crops, which, for the most part, we don't have lined up yet. The sooner we make crops, the sooner we make money, and then we are sold, pretty much. Again, redoing all of this is going to be painful. It is already painful. Jeremy Clarkson did this job 10,000 times better than I could. Got a lot of bouncing going on back there. Yeah, no, it would have definitely been nice to have bought the better plow, and I think it's only about $15,000, but since we are only $100,000 in the positive, this is probably for the best. And I don't want to take out a loan just to buy a fucking trailer. Does that make no sense? Taking out a $15,000 loan to pay what? Interest, a lot of interest every day. We've got enough to worry about on this farm. I think we'll be okay. Could be 100% wrong, but yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. This farm is almost done for the plowing, and maybe after the harvest, maybe we'll be able to go ahead and buy that plow. Maybe even fix some of our equipment. And actually, I think fixing the tractor is probably the most important thing. Because the tractor not being in tip-top shape is slightly worrying to me. Might only be worrying to me, but it's slightly worrying, and at least this round looks like it was taken care of for once. Which is a little bit nicer. Not gonna lie. Looks like it's actually being worked on, and it is. Let's do this carefully now. I want one tire in the dirt, one tire in the slash glitter. No, whatever. It's been sewed, so we're fine. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Really, this is me learning the plow, but really, it's a rough ride. Lots of trees around. Might be a good opportunity for me to take down. But yeah, this episode will be called Plowing, I imagine. I imagine it'll be called Plowing or something, rather, because that's all we're doing right now, is we're plowing the field. No man's land. No man's land where Shooter just simply plows. What a delight, right? It's a nice small field. I don't actually know how much acres or how many acres this is. We'll find out. Next episode will be called Cultivating or Seeding or something, rather. Who knows? It'll be probably an interesting episode name. A lot of bumps in the road. That much I am noticing. But honestly, not too worried about it. Not at the moment, anyway. I think we've done a fair job with the plowing so far. We're almost done plowing, and then we can go off, get the cultivator, and cultivate, which actually will happen in this episode as well. Very interesting. And then seeding has to happen, and oh my goodness, it's just a time, I'm telling you. That being said, though, there's lots to do. Lots and lots and lots. We have plowing that needs to be done, and then, you know, plowing is almost done, but then we need to do cultivating, and then we need to do seeding, and then we need to wait for the crops to grow, and in the meantime, we'll probably be doing, I don't know, God knows what, probably be doing some lumberjack work, or something along those lines, and, getting some extra cash. Always things to do on the farm. Always things to do. Especially when we only have $100,000 and need money to repair tractors, get equipment up and running properly and full time. Starting off cutting down that tree. At the end of the road. It's so nice. It is so nice being able to essentially relax, because we're not doing too much. We're plowing, for sure, but pretty much where my wheel is where all of the plowing is happening. In fact, even just a little bit to the left of that. Or right. Sorry, I said left, because I'm looking backwards. Definitely might be a good investment to get a better plow, for sure. Make this more efficient, for sure. This is one of the slowest jobs in farming, is plowing. I'm hoping the cultivator isn't too damaged. for obvious purposes. First off, I won't be taking as long, and two, just kind of get everything sorted. But it looks like, with the exception of that one little patch there, which we're going to right now, we are done with plowing. Not. So what? We've made $7,000. Actually, right now we've only made $239 in total, which will go down again, but that's okay. Because we need to buy seeds, which we will get from our seed dispenser here, and then we will go further, I guess. So, a lot of things to take into consideration. This is one of them. Jesus. Much, much better. There's some traction back in the tractor. And the best part is it's only sunny right now, which the reason why that's best is because we'll actually be able to cultivate, be able to do harvesting and seeding and all those other fun things once we actually get the chance. Now, this is exactly as wide as our tractor, so we can be really careful. Maybe it's not exactly as wide, but it's fairly close, so it needs to be pretty much on the dot. Look at that. What a machine. Cultivating much, much faster. We got a wider area. Ooh. Be able to seed right after. Yield should be nice. Of course, I could be wrong, but you know, we'll deal with the problems as they come. Because there will be problems. Let's be honest. This is fun. Just a couple of spots. Jeez. Lots of farming, lots of cultivating. I mean, it's a nice small field to start off with, right? I mean, we're not too far, we're not too around, we're just kind of here. Farming, doing what we can. Best part is because it's no man's land, there's not many people to feed here. There's a person at the store, there's just the person that comes to pick up the wood chips every now and then, obviously. Because we do provide that service, obviously. Being somewhat lumberjacks, anyway. Part-time, very part-time. Let's track these lined up wrong. That's okay. I'm going to just go back and fix those spots. Getting that cultivating going. We are doing good. Next is seeding. I'm telling you guys. We're going to be making some good food. I don't know what yet, but we're going to be making something good. Probably, if I'm not going to lie, probably wheat. Probably. Either way, it's not the biggest worry right now. The biggest worry is getting all of this cultivated. The next episode, seeding it all, and probably some extra work needing to be done around. So probably wood chopping. To be honest. Now, the best part about the cultivator I was talking, or the plow I was talking about, it actually has a cultivator on the back of it, if you want, which I probably won't use it that way. I would probably just buy the plow, but it could have a cultivator on the back of it. However, this is a tiny-ass field, and I don't want to use anything too overpowered to get that up and running, so I guess we will see what happens. Look at all of that. Slowly through the groove. I mean, we've almost fully cultivated the full field. All that's left is seeding and harvesting, which is, let's be honest, not a hard job. Not easy, but not difficult either. Look at this. Yes. Doing it. We're doing a thing. We're almost done the thing, but we're doing a thing anyway. I mean, honestly, think about how peaceful it is out here. I mean, with the exception of my tractor and, all the noise we're making by farming, but it is so peaceful out here. It's just some trees, some rocks, my little shack over there, my tractor, the wood chipper. Just a nuisance, but, we make money somehow, and that wood chipper is giving us a pretty fair chance. Mind you, so is this tractor, and so is the truck that we use. So is so many other things. You know what I mean. It is such a beautiful area to be in for farming. I mean, the trees are nice. I can't possibly fathom how much, well, for lack of a better term, money we're going to be making here. I can't imagine how much time we'll be spending out here either on this farm. It's funny because I actually have a better farm on a different save. That has probably about $1 million worth of potential. But I find this so much better because not only do I have no money, I can't buy anything really, specifically really anything major anyway. We're just kind of here. We have some form of money, we at least have some finance, but it's not enough to get the farm mass farmed or anything like that. No, we're kind of on a slope. Actually, it's interesting. Of course, getting a mower might be nice. And then getting a baler so we can mow all the grass around here and bale it up, and then we get hay. Maybe some animals, maybe some sheep or chickens or something. I mean, all of it sounds good. Whether or not it's worth the price is kind of the bigger question. I mean, right now, nothing is worth the price. Right now, I mean, we're hoping that, essentially, we make enough profit off of this field to, well, fix up some of the equipment, like the tractor and the truck, make some profit so that we can better ourselves in the future, maybe make this field larger or make a field larger, who knows? It's a lot of stuff that we have to think about. But with that being said, we have pretty much finished cultivating now, so I think with that, we're going to call it an episode of No Man's Land, Shooter's Land, essentially, because that's what it is now. It's no longer No Man's Land, I am now here. So, I think with that being said, we get that all locked and loaded. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful, this area. Huge props to Alien Jim. This map has been out forever, this mod has been out forever, but I think still it deserves some note on how amazing it actually is. So yeah, next time, seeding will happen, and, yeah, seeding will happen, and then we'll have probably some other stuff happening. And I mean by other stuff, what I mean is we will most likely be doing some wood chopping after we seed, and getting some extra money, maybe clearing up some trees around our house a little bit. Just a little bit, not too much. And then going along with it from there. Looks like we actually have a spinner in here as well, which I think that's nice. Quite nice. All these objects are heavy. And you know what? These are actually all hay bales. Which could, in the future, make us money if we sell them. However, we need something to carry them if we don't have that. So yeah, with that being said, beautiful area to be in. It's so quiet out here. There's a lot of chirping, birds. Obviously, we have our wood chipper. And actually, something I've been wondering. No, that's just all for show. Okay. So yeah. We have a lot of stuff that we can go through. However, so we put the vehicle right here and we can repair it. I see. Take a look at something real quick. Let's put this vehicle right there real quick, and then see how much this tractor would cost to repair. Because that's an important note. Because I feel like the tractor is probably the most important thing. $11,000 to repair our tractor. So that's a big note. And on that note, on that bombshell, that is the episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one.